Santa Barbara.
Fabulous. There's over 5,000 seed pearls individually sewn on the dress, and yards of lace. And look at this satin. Won't it be gorgeous?
Well, I think what's underneath is a lot more interesting.
Keith, get your mind out of the gutter.
Well, Julia, what are you doing here? We're not due in court for a couple of hours yet.
I know where we're supposed to be and when. I need to talk to you in private.
Fine, I was just going. I've got some shopping to do at some very expensive stores.
Don't use the charge cards. Pay cash.
Bye.
She loves spending.
I'm not interested in Gina. I'm interested in my case.
Well, I have nothing new to tell you apart from...
It's what I can tell you that matters. I've come across some interesting information that I think will help you nail Dash Nichols.
The purpose of the preliminary hearing is to determine if there is sufficient evidence to bring the case to trial. I won't ask you to testify unless it's necessary.
I don't mind testifying. That's fine. I just don't want it to get that far. I don't want Julie to have to go through that.
She's prosecuting you and you're worrying about her feelings? Very noble.
It's not nobility. It's got nothing to do with that. It has to do with suffering and public humiliation. I don't even think Julia has any idea what she's going to go through. Now, do you think you can get the case dismissed?
Well, I'm going to try, but I wouldn't hold out too much hope if I were you. This case has already attracted a lot of attention, and Mrs. Capwell is pushing hard for a trial.
This is crazy. This is crazy. I can't... This case should not even go to court. Do you understand? I never did anything to Julia. Except love her.
Where are you going?
To the hearing. I know Julia made it clear she doesn't need or want my help, but I can't just sit around and let her go through this alone.
Well, I guess I expected you would want to be there. Your loyalty is one of the things that I admire most about you. One of the things.
Cassandra, we have to talk about that kiss.
Sometimes it's a mistake to talk.
This isn't one of them.
Please don't. Because I'm pretty sure you're going to say the right thing and do the right thing. And I'm not sure I want you to.
I cannot believe it. Oh, I fall off the horse. I get my foot stuck in that stupid stirrup, and you'd think I would learn to ride yesterday.
Oh, hey, it happens to the best of us.
Oh.
But we should take that off before it starts to swell.
Right.
Oh, sorry. I'm being as gentle as I can.
I know you are. It's okay.
The men in my family have had lots of experience taking off ladies' boots.
Right, I'm sure that's not all they've been taking off.
No, honest. You have got us all wrong. So, what do we got here? 5 toes?
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
No, it's starting to swell a little bit. And it's discolored.
Great. So all I need is a black and blue foot. How attractive.
Well, if we rub it a little bit,
Okay.
how's that feel?
Good. You have good hands.
Dad always wanted me to be a doctor. But I think it was a horse doctor.
Oh, thanks a lot.
You know, it seems to me that we've done this before.
What do you mean?
I remember back in high school when you fell off of Moonmist.
Oh, yes. You know, I'd totally forgotten about that. As I recall, she took the hurdle, and I didn't.
And I remember how scared I was, and I was afraid to even leave you to go get help.
You were scared? I never knew that. You were so calm and capable.
Right.
Sure of yourself.
Inside, I was scared. Felt like such a jerk anyway, all through high school.
That's terrible. Why?
Well, you know, being good at math and science isn't exactly like playing quarterback. And I don't think you ever realized that you were the only friend I had. I don't think you noticed that, how much I liked you.
Well, I've always thought of us as very good friends.
Yeah, friends.
And there's nothing wrong with that. So I had better try and stand on this
Let me help
foot before it gets
Let me
stiff.
help you. Can you put any weight on it?
Yeah,
It's okay. It's not strained.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's all right. I think it's just bruised. I guess I was lucky.
But you know, you should have it x-rayed anyway, just in case.
No, I think it's going to be all right. It's going to be perfectly... Amato! Amato, wait! I've got to talk to you!
Ah, it's so peaceful here, isn't it? I love looking out at the valleys and the hills. Makes me think it must be like this in the African belt.
I don't know what makes them so sure.
I beg your pardon?
I mean, everyone seems convinced of it. But how do they really know?
Lionel, could you take a few minutes out of your busy schedule and tell me what you're talking about?
I'm talking about Cassandra Benedict.
Well, I wasn't. I was talking about Africa.
Oh? Why?
I don't know. It's what I do on Thursdays.
Well, I was talking about Cassandra. You seem to accept, without question, the fact that she is my sister.
Well, Minx must be fairly certain about it, or things wouldn't have gone this far.
No, I'm not so sure. If Minx were convinced, then she would have told Cassandra. And she hasn't. Why has it all been kept such a secret, huh?
Well, from what I read in your mother's diary, she wants to make sure that Cassandra has what it takes to carry on the Lockridge tradition.
Oh, that's a lot of nonsense. If anyone's going to carry on the tradition, I'm going to do it, and I don't need to share that responsibility with some young woman who claims to be my long or short lost sister.
Well, I don't think Cassandra's claimed the throne exactly, but I do think you should fight for your rights. I wonder what's keeping Julia.
I don't know, but listen, I'm not going to be able to wait, so give her a big hug and tell her I got called away or something.
Why? Where are you going?
I think it's time to check up on Cassandra Benedict.
What kind of checking up?
Well, for one thing, she's supposed to have lived in Macau. And I figure I lived there at about the same period, so I think I can get a report on her.
Well, is Macau such a small place that everybody knows everybody else?
And the American community is a pretty tight-knit.
All right, say you find something out. What then?
Well, if I find something disreputable, we'll have to tell Mother. And if it's something that discredits her, I guess we won't have anything left to worry about, will we?
Oh, I love it when you start conniving like this. It makes me think of the old days.
Make me sound like Rasputin.
Yes, my mad monk.
I am trying to protect our interests, yours, Lakin's, Warren's, as well as my own.
Well, go to it. And I'll give Julia your excuses.
Good, okay. How can she be a Lockridge? She seems to prefer the company of Capwell.
I know the kiss was my fault, and I'm sorry I let it happen.
Well, why don't we add honorable to the list? Loyal and honorable. Well, I have news for you, Mason. I'm not sorry. Not a bit.
Cassandra, I appreciate your loyalty and your devotion to me.
And I'm not a Cocker Spaniel.
It must never happen again.
Why? Because you don't want it to happen again? Or because you feel guilty about it?
I've been sending you mixed signals, and it's not fair.
No, Mason. No, they weren't mixed. For one moment, maybe it was a brief moment, you wanted me. Don't be sorry about that. And please don't try and deny it.
I can't. But it was a mistake.
Okay, well, I'm sorry if your conscience is bothering you, Mason, but lately it seems like it always is. I'm not going to recant and say I am sorry for one kiss. I'm not sorry. I wish it were more. But, Mason, at the same time, I'm not holding you to anything. You haven't made a commitment. Except to Julia, of course.
I don't know if she'll ever be able to forgive me for what I've done to her. The things she knows about, the things she knows she doesn't know about. All I can do is take it one day at a time and keep hoping. I do know that right now I've got to be in court with her today.
Yes, I understand that. You know, Mason, I think you may have been right about something you said to me the other day. Maybe I have allowed myself to stay in the Capwell shadow too long. It's probably not a very healthy thing to do.
No, it isn't. I can tell you that from personal experience. A very personal experience. Starts off as a shadow. becomes a cloud, and before you know it, you're wrapped in this miasmal mist. You have so much to offer someone who's free to take it. Decide what you want out of life. Focus on it, and you'll get it.
I know what I want out of life, Mason. I want you. And I'm going to have you.
And apparently, this breakdown was a direct result of his infatuation with his teacher, a pattern that carried on to his relationship with me. Obviously, he read a lot more into it than was really there.
Well, it seems to me that you're reading quite a bit into relatively little yourself.
I'm not reading anything into anything, Keith. I'm just giving you the facts.
And the facts are not very impressive. He had an admittedly minor breakdown in college. Well, that is not so uncommon. And he had a crush on his teacher, who didn't.
She was a married woman.
Right. And that's the problem. You weren't.
I was divorced less than a week when we...
Made whoopee? Sorry. You still weren't a married woman. So it doesn't blend in with what you would like to call a pattern. I don't think we have Son of Sam here. What we have is a confused young man who wears his heart on his sleeve. And you're asking the state to put it in a silver casket for you. Look, I know the sculptor. Why don't I get you a nice head of John the Baptist
You're
instead?
impossible. You don't want to prosecute this case. You never did.
Hey, big news. I already told you that. I have other cases.
But you promised me.
I know. So please, quit throwing it in my face.
Listen, if you're that indifferent to prosecuting this case, why don't you assign me another prosecutor? Or better yet, why don't you let me prosecute the case myself? I'll do a hell of a lot better job than you will.
Yeah, because you'll have a fool for an attorney, I'll tell you that. Women! I'm getting sick of this case, and every female that I meet that's got their brains in a stitch over it. Even Gina's on to me on this thing.
Gina is on my side.
Yeah, for some inexplicable reason, she has taken your part in this.
Gina, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. So stop needling me. I'm going to prosecute Dash, and I'm going to win. But not for you, sweetheart, because winning is everything to me. I'm a fighter, and I'm a winner.
How does a woman, even a woman like Gina, bring herself to live with you? More importantly, how do you manage to live with yourself? God, you're a pig.
Uh-oh. You look like a thundercloud.
Well, I just came from talking to Keith.
Well, what about it?
He doesn't give a damn about this case. He's only prosecuting it because the women are on his back, and even Gina's nagging him.
Well, we knew that. You're the one that got them up in arms to force him to take the case. You don't think he's going to change his mind?
Yes, I understand all that, but for some ungodly reason, he's the district attorney, and I need him to prosecute. How is he going to convince a judge, let alone a jury, that I'm telling the truth when he doesn't even believe it himself? What have I gotten myself into?
You've gotten yourself and Dash into court, which is what you wanted.
Yeah, well, be careful what you ask for.
Darling, don't worry about Keith. He's going to put you on the witness stand. You will convince the judge, the jurors, and the spectators that you were raped. They will know you are an innocent woman.
I checked into Dash's attorney. Her name is Belinda Bradley. So far, she's defended several alleged rapists, and she's gotten every single one of them off.
Well, if she's that good, why don't you take some help from Mason?
I already have, and I don't like it. I don't want him involved. Quite frankly, I hope he doesn't even show up in court.
Look, I know you want to save him from all the grisly details, but the fact is he's a grown man. He can deal with it. I think you need to talk to him, get his input. Say what you will, he happens to have a very good legal mind.
I can't let myself depend on Mason anymore. Every time that I have, I ended up getting hurt. And right now, I've been hurt enough.
I want to help. I want to be a character witness for Julia.
Who is sending in the clowns out there?
You find something funny in this, Keith?
No, I find something foolish and impractical in it. Husbands don't make good witnesses for their ex-wives. They're too partial or too vindictive, hardly to be trusted emotionally in either case.
I think how effective it'll be then when I testify that in spite of all the pain she caused me, I still believe she would not lie.
Very noble, Mason, but the answer is no.
Keith, there's more than one legal mind in this room. And if you can't comprehend the strategy, it does not mean it's not effective. You want to win this case, you'll call me first.
Hi, Mason.
You know?
Well, what's with him?
No, he's just mad because he came in here with some crazed notion that I call him as a character witness for Julia during the trial. Did you charge all that?
No. Let's not change the subject. Why won't you let him testify?
Because I don't think that there is a judge and jury outside of Alice in Wonderland that is going to take a husband's word for or against his wife as truth.
Well, why don't you give them a chance?
It's too big a chance. Even if he is credible, how can I trust his motive? Here we have a man who has been betrayed by his wife with a younger man, who he happens to hate a lot, by the way. He's recently divorced. He's probably bitter. He's certainly sardonic. How am I going to risk what he's going to say on the witness stand?
Keith, that's what's so wonderful about it. Think about it. Mason should hate Julia's guts. He should want revenge. Instead, he's going to go up on the witness stand, and he's going to tell everybody how wonderful she is and how the broad would never lie. And you must consider his standing in this community. I don't think you could find a better character witness if you tried. If I were the district attorney, I'd be doing cartwheels.
If you were the district attorney, you'd be doing time right now.
Oh, you certainly want to talk. You know, it's only by the grace of God that it isn't you outside the courthouse hanging there instead of the flag. Come on, Keith. Are you going to let Mason testify or not?
I don't know. I'll have to think about it.
He is a bright, articulate man. I'm sure he would help Julia's case.
Will you stop singing the praises of Mason? I said I want to think about it. I want to think this whole case through.
Come on over here. No, I haven't seen him all day. I'm spending the day incommunicado. Is anything wrong?
Everything.
Well, then maybe you better come in and talk to me about it. What happened?
Oh, Richie and I went riding, and I fell off the horse, and I twisted my ankle.
Oh, Lakin, for heaven's sakes, are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. It's just that Richie was massaging my ankle in the stable, and Amato walked in and saw it. Assuming the worst, he got the wrong impression, and he walked out and wouldn't even talk to me.
Richie was massaging your ankle? Nothing more?
Of course, nothing more. What do you think?
I think that Richie was probably thrilled. I mean, you have beautiful ankles.
Grandmother.
And I think that if you bothered to look, you would also see that Richie has some very attractive features, aside from his social standing, that is.
Ah, yes, I see. We're back to that again, huh?
Now, I haven't mentioned Richie's social standing in weeks.
No, because it doesn't work on me. You've been concentrating on Amato, haven't you? Making little asides about the class distinctions. Making casual remarks about Richie's suitability. I know your tactics, Grandmother.
Lakin, I have done nothing of the kind. All I said to Amato, and by the way, I am very fond of him and you both, and I don't want to see either one of you get hurt. All I said to Amato was that I felt that people in relationships who come from radically diversified backgrounds rarely work out. Now, my dear, it is a statistic. It's a law of nature.
You know what? That is just tough. Because Amato and I are going to break that law just as soon as I can find him.
Oh, Lakin.
Hi, Cassandra.
Mr. Lockridge, hello.
CC here?
No, I'm afraid he's still at the office.
You're afraid. Don't be afraid.
Well, why would I be? Would you like me to leave him a message?
No, I'll catch up with him later. Thanks. Oh, listen, I keep forgetting to ask you. I understand you spent some time in Macau.
Yes, I did, as a matter of fact. How did you know that?
Isn't that an odd thing to have in common? I spent a good portion of my life there. Maybe we know some of the same people.
I doubt that we ran in the same circles.
Oh, the circles are pretty contiguous in Macau. And if you're talking about sophistication, well, You don't look as if you just fell off the turnip truck.
Well, I definitely think I would have remembered if you had ever been mentioned among my friends.
Did you live in the English Quarter?
No, actually, I lived with family on the outskirts of town.
Oh, do I know them?
I doubt it.
What are their names?
You know, Mr. Lockridge, I really have a million things I have to do today. Maybe another time we could get together and talk. It might be pleasant for both of us.
It might be pleasant. Heck, we can talk about all kinds of things, including Macau. Your future, present, past, lots of things.
Attorney has never lost a rape case. You think you're up to her standards?
Well, I hear there's a lot of money to be made defending the guilty. I'm just not that kind of lawyer. I will say this, though, that in this case, Miss Bradley has met her legal match.
Do you care to comment on anything else about what was...
All rise. The Municipal Court for the Santa Barbara Judicial District, County of Santa Barbara, State of California is now in session. The Honorable Judge Paul Avery presiding. Please be seated.
Good afternoon. This is a preliminary hearing in the case of the State of California versus Dashiell Nichols. Based on the testimony given at this hearing, a determination will be made whether the defendant should be bound over for trial. I'll let the record show that the District Attorney, Mr. Keith Timmons, is present on behalf of the state, and Miss Belinda Bradley is appearing for the defendant, Dash Nichols. Now, are the counsel prepared to proceed?
Your Honor, at this time, the defense would like to move for a dismissal of the charges.
And on what grounds are you making this motion, Miss Bradley?
Other than the unsupported statement of the plaintiff, there is simply no evidence of rape. There was no violence. Mrs. Capwell and Mr. Nichols have a history of physical intimacy, and most importantly, the district attorney himself originally dismissed the charges for lack of sufficient evidence. It was only the pressure of public opinion that forced him to pursue the matter.
Mr. Timmons, how do you respond to this?
Ms. Bradley is mistaken, Your Honor. I grant that originally my office decided not to prosecute. However, new information has surfaced since that time that leaves us no choice. We are prepared to show that Dash Nichols has a history of personal emotional problems, as well as several episodes of sexual encounters with women on whom he has developed fixations.
Objection. The prosecution has no such evidence. If it does, we certainly haven't been made aware of it.
That's true, and I apologize, Miss Bradley. However, it's because our evidence was not furnished to my office until recently. If you'll allow us to continue, Your Honor, I'm sure we can prove our contention.
All right. Let's get on with it.
Amato, I have been searching for you forever. I just took the chance that you might be here.
Yeah, well, I didn't get very far. I came back looking for you.
I was over at grandmother's looking for you. Why did you come back?
I came back to apologize for acting like such a jerk. All right? Look, I have no claim on you, and I have no right to tell you who to see and who not to see. And I'm sorry that...
Shut up for a minute. Just shut up, okay? Now, first off, you do have a claim on me. Because I care about you. And I feel so terrible about what you must have thought when you walked in. But I swear to you, it didn't mean anything. I just had a little accident. I was afraid I'd sprain my ankle, and Richie was just helping me check it out, and that's all.
I'm such a jerk. Look, I mean, did you go to a doctor? Are you all right?
It's fine.
Lincoln, I'm really sorry. I am a jerk.
Stop saying that, okay? And I don't blame you for misunderstanding. Look, I am not going to pretend that Richie and I don't have a history together, because we do. I mean, I remember him from the time I was little. I remember him from birthday parties. I remember him from kindergarten. I remember when our folks would take us both to the country club for parent night. We were even on the high school debating team together. But Amato, that was so long ago. I've changed now. I went away to New York and I grew up, and when I came back, I realized that country clubs and polo matches and dating the best guys like Richie with the best families, it didn't mean anything. That wasn't important. And I know that I need more in my life than that.
And then you met me.
Yes, and thank heavens I did.
Do you mean that?
Isn't it obvious? Amato, would you tell me if you loved me? You don't have to, if you don't want to. But, would you?
I don't have to tell you, or I don't have to love you. I guess I love you more than any person I've ever met.
I thought so. Because I feel the exact same way. So why should we let people like Richie, or even worse, my grandmother, with her stuffy old ideas, keep us apart?
Yeah, Richie's one thing. We can't shrug off a lot of what your grandmother says, Lakin. I mean, she's right about a lot of things. Everything she says about us is true.
What? You tell me one thing, and I will tell you how wrong she is.
It's a fact. I do not fit into your world very well, all right? And I don't know if I ever will. I mean, I'm always going to be afraid I'm using the wrong fork or something.
Oh, Amato. I don't care about forks. Don't you know that I care about you? And if two people love each other, nothing else should matter.
Some things can matter a lot, though. You'd be surprised. And depressed.
So, okay, maybe I wouldn't fit into your world either, but why should that stop us from making a world of our own?
A world without forks?
Absolutely.
Maybe.
No, absolutely.
Are you ready to proceed, Mr. Timmons?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please, call your first witness.
The state calls Mr. Mason Capwell.
What are you doing?
Who's running this case? You or me? Trust me.
Want him involved. If you had consulted with me, I would have told you that.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please proceed.
Mr. Capwell, until recently, you were married to Julia Capwell, were you not?
Yes, I was.
You've been divorced for about a month, I believe. Mm-hmm. Will you tell the court what you know of your ex-wife's character?
Gladly.
Objection, Your Honor. An ex-husband, particularly one recently divorced, is hardly likely to be objective about his ex-wife.
Your Honor, they were more than husband and wife. They were lawyers together. They had their own law firm.
I'm going to allow it. Overruled.
Julia is the most honorable person I have ever met. I have never known her to compromise her principles, and I would take her word for anything.
To your knowledge, has your ex-wife ever had any extramarital relationship?
Absolutely not. Any indiscretions committed were on my part, And she was always big enough to forgive me for them all. She's a forgiving woman. She had a great deal to forgive in the years that we were together, I'm afraid.
Have you ever known her to lie?
I don't think Julia knows how to lie. I think she'd rather die than tell a deliberate untruth. And I know she'd rather die than implicate someone in a crime unless she was absolutely convinced of that person's guilt.
Objection. Conjecture. Move to strike Mr. Capwell's last statement.
Sustained.
Thank you, Mr. Capwell. No further questions.
Well, I certainly do. Mr. Capwell, did you ever suspect that your wife was having an affair with Mr. Nichols?
I'm a very jealous, rather possessive man.
Is that a yes?
The idea may have occurred to me.
But didn't you accuse her of having an affair with Mr. Nichols? And didn't she assure you at the time that they were just friends?
Yes.
But you persisted in your suspicions, didn't you? You continued to believe that she had been unfaithful.
Objection, Your Honor. The witness is not on trial.
Your Honor, this is a character witness. I need to establish bias.
Overruled.
You thought she was being unfaithful, didn't you?
Jealous souls are not ever jealous for the cause, but jealous they are for they are jealous. 'Tis a monster that is begotten on itself.
In your own words, Mr. Capwell, you believed she was unfaithful, didn't you?
Yes, but that doesn't mean she was.
But the hard fact remains that you doubted the word of this woman you have testified under oath would rather die than tell an untruth. You have said, if I understand you correctly, that you would believe her word on anything she told you.
Objection!
And yet it was your very inability
Objection.
to believe her, despite her protestations, that led to your divorce.
It has nothing to do with Julia's credibility or her honesty.
Come to order. Order, please. The courtroom will come to order. You may continue, Mr. Capwell.
That is not how it happened. Our divorce was the result of many factors, not one of which had anything whatsoever to do with the fact that I refused to believe my wife.
But certainly Dash Nichols was a factor, wasn't he?
No, it was because of me.
And what about them, about the great deal of time they spent together?
They were working together.
First in the Blues organization, and then Julia defended him against a civil suit. Now, while they were working, were they together a good many nights?
They were preparing a defense. I'm sure you know how much time that takes.
So they were together a good many nights. Did that bother you?
If it drove me crazy, it's got nothing to do with Julia's credibility or her honesty.
Oh, no, the witness is not answering the question.
The fault was mine, not Julia's.
Mr. Capwell, answer counsel's question simply and directly. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Capwell, you keep telling us that your former wife is a paragon of virtue, unable to tell a lie.
That's right.
And that you were obsessively and unreasonably jealous of her.
Yes.
Well, do you now believe that her relationship with Mr. Nichols was entirely innocent?
Objection.
Objection. Leading the witness calls for conclusion.
I withdraw the question. You don't make my job easy, do you? Now, I'm sure as an attorney, you realize that I have two ways to go in trying to discredit this testimony. One, I could say you were lying to try to ingratiate yourself to your former wife.
I'm not.
I didn't say that you were. But there is another factor in the equation. If you are a character witness, we need to establish how competent you are in analyzing character. Isn't that reasonable?
I know Julia, but... Yes.
And you swear that she would never tell a lie, but you suspected her of having an affair.
I repeat, that was my problem and not hers.
So you were a bad judge of character then, and now you're a good one.
I'm sober now.
Ah, so back when you were married, when Julia was going on business trips with Mr. Nichols, when she was postponing dinners in order to work with him, when she missed your birthday in order to stage a photo shoot for him, when you became jealous, you were out of line.
Julia never lied about anything.
She simply withheld the truth.
No, it's not it.
You have sworn that she would not lie. We had better pin down what you mean by that. You mean she would not tell an untruth?
Yes.
Would you also testify that she would not mislead or withhold information hoping that someone, that you, for example, might draw a mistaken conclusion?
Julia would not do that.
Do you think she was, when you were married, totally forthcoming about her relationship with Mr. Nichols?
I do.
She didn't keep anything from you. Anything that might be damaging to her premise that her relationship with Mr. Nichols was purely professional.
He has already answered that.
I know he has. I just want to be sure that Mr. Capwell, in his present sober state, is sure that Ms. Capwell did not withhold information of an incriminating nature.
Look, Ms. Capwell is not on the stand.
No, you're right. Mason Capwell is. A man who claims he can swear that Julia Capwell would not lie. That he knows her so well that the court should take his word that a man can be incarcerated on her testimony alone. Right?
Right.
So, Julia Capwell wouldn't withhold the fact that she once fell asleep in Mr. Nichols' Sacramento hotel room.
She told me that.
Julia Capwell wouldn't withhold the fact that not only did she take photos with Mr. Nichols on your birthday, but that they also visited the grave of his former lover.
She told me that.
And Julia Capwell wouldn't withhold the fact that Mr. Nichols was with her in the San Carlos hotel room when she was getting her divorce from you. Oh, I'm sorry. Did she keep that little tidbit from you? Well, I thought you said she told you everything, and I would have thought that something that major, that flagrant, well, I would have thought that a woman as forthcoming as Julia would have told you.
She didn't have to.
You said she wouldn't withhold anything from you. Obviously, you were wrong about her.
She didn't withhold anything while we were married. And she didn't have to tell me that. Because she thought we were divorced.
She thought? She thought you were divorced?
It isn't legal.
Come to order.
The divorce isn't legal. And Julia thought it was. In her mind, we weren't married anymore, and that's why she didn't think she had to say anything.
Your Honor, I contend that this man has no idea who that woman is or what she's capable of. No more questions.
A moment. You're good, my child, very good, but not clever enough. You're not the real heir to the throne, but a very poor pretender, a very poor one indeed.
She's a pretender, and I'm going to prove it. The answer lies somewhere in Macau. Yes, I think a little trip to Macau is definitely in order here.
Julia?
Why didn't you tell me the divorce was illegal?
Why didn't you tell me about your traveling
Answer
companion?
my question. Why did you tell me? Why didn't you tell me that the divorce wasn't legal?
You've got to be careful about these quickie divorces. But I guess you were distracted. You didn't pay attention to the finer points of the law. My God. I was beating myself up because I thought I was doubting you and I didn't deserve you. You're so good and so noble and I'm such a rat. I got up on that stand and I swore to it. No, she would never lie. She's incapable of telling an untruth. And then I find out that you were with Dash in San Carlos divorcing me. With that bastard. Did you go family plan? Was it the honeymoon suite? Was it environmentally sound?
Автор идеи Бриджит Добсон, Джером Добсон. На русский язык фильм озвучен компанией Лайко Санкт-Петербург по заказу РТР в 2000 году.